What would it be like if money started to become a friend, a confidant, a partner in crime, somebody that you can actually go on an adventure with, somebody that you can confide in, somebody that you can really enjoy the company of? And see how that shifts your energy and see what changes as you go about your life. Maybe you receive something unexpected, maybe something happens in your business, maybe new clients start pouring in, and then you get to celebrate with money. Like, look what we created together. It can be so, so powerful. Today, I want to share a psychological secret that can actually transform your relationship to money. It's something that psychologists call parasocial bonding. So this is when we form real emotional connections to people that we don't actually know, or even things that aren't real. So this is why, for example, we can turn to AI for comfort, or feel personally connected to influencers, or get really emotionally invested in fictional TV characters. The wild thing is that your brain responds to these relationships as if they are real, or as if you know the person. And this is actually why seeing money as a person, and in particular as a friend, can be incredibly powerful, because it's creating a different kind of response in your brain that brings about comfort and support. In this video, I'm going to explain why this actually works and guide you through a meditation so that you can start to see money as a loving, supportive, and warm presence in your life. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Charlotte and I'm so happy you're here. And if you have been here for a while, then you know that one of my favorite money mentors is Ken Honda. And one of the questions he asks his people a lot is, if money was a person, who would they be? And this really helps us to start to create a relationship with money, to ascribe certain qualities to it so that we can start to connect in a deeper way. And I was at one of Ken's recent money masterclasses, and he was even saying that he talks to money all the time and asks it things like, where do you want us to travel next? So it's starting to bring a kind of playful and curious relational energy into play, as opposed to thinking of money as something that's maybe antagonistic or judgmental or not friendly towards you in your life. I've always really loved this approach and found it helpful, but it really clicked for me when I made a video about seeing money as a spirit guide, because so many people responded and told me that creating this kind of relationship opened something else up in their ability to relate to money and sort of even receive wisdom from it. For me, when I started to see money as a kind of friendly presence in my life, when I started to build a relationship with it as if it were a being, whether that be a spirit guide or just a companion or a friend, something really started to loosen up, because it was almost like I could start to even apologize to money for some of the ways that I had seen it before. I could start to imagine having a laugh with money. I could start imagining receiving wisdom from money. And yeah, it was just a very helpful way to warm up the relationship and find some more kind of support and comfort there. So to go back to parasocial bonding, when we form relationships with things like TV characters or even an AI, the brain doesn't know the difference between the being, the person or the entity that you don't know or that isn't real and something that is real. So what happens is, circuits in the brain start firing. So around empathy, around trust, around feeling safe and supported. So you can see how if you start to personify money and enter into a relationship with it, that is going to create some safety in your system that helps you to be able to navigate maybe some of the challenges you faced around money in the past. You know that I always advocate for taking aligned action. So this isn't something that's just going to magically bring, a consistent income into your life, but it is a really, really powerful energetic backdrop that can help you as you build your business, as you start to move into a new role in your company, or whatever it is that you want to do. We get to combine this energetic up-leveling with our own actions so that we can move forward and bring more flow of abundance and money into our lives. So I want you to explore with me in a meditation, what would it be like if money started to become a friend, a confidant, a partner in crime, somebody that you can actually go on an adventure with, somebody that you can confide in, somebody that you can really enjoy the company of. And see how that shifts your energy and see what changes as you go about your life. Maybe you receive something unexpected, maybe something happens in your business, maybe new clients start pouring in, and then you get to celebrate with money, like, look what we created together. It can be so, so powerful. And before we move into the meditation, I want to say very clearly that often when people start to explore issues around money and prosperity, there's a deeper energetic shift that's going on. Maybe it's a desire for more clarity, maybe it's a desire for more security, maybe it's something to do with receiving more, maybe it's something to do with expressing yourself and aligning with your true purpose. But I tend to see it as a signal that something within you wants to evolve and expand. And this is what I love to work with my clients on. Sometimes they come wanting to focus specifically just on money, and we end up looking at the deeper patterns that are underneath, and then that's what unlocks their next level of growth. So if you feel like there is something deeply within you that needs to shift around abundance, around money, and the energetics that surround it, then I offer something called the Prosperity Pivot Call. It is so powerful. I've had people tell me that big shifts happen just from this one call, where we go through your life and we audit the different areas to see what are the patterns that are keeping you stuck, and where do you really need to unlock something so that you can call this, next level of abundance and prosperity in. So if that feels like the right thing for you, then I will leave a link in the description below, and you can book that call to spend some time with me one-on-one, digging deep and figuring out what your next step could be. Okay, so let's move into our meditation. Please do find a comfortable, safe space where you can be undisturbed for the next 10-12 minutes or so. And we're gonna meditate on money being this friendly presence. So if it feels safe to do so, then please do close down your eyes. And I'd like you to really allow your body to anchor into the present moment. I'd like you to let your awareness just start to scan through the body now for any areas of tension, any tightness or holding that you can maybe let go of just for this time. And this doesn't have to be a big effort. It's just a gentle softening. We often carry a lot of tension around the shoulders. So you might want to soften a little bit there. The jaw relaxed. Hips. Wherever needs a little bit more space. You can also start to really gently tune in with the natural rhythm of your breath. Maybe that shows itself to you with the rising and falling of the chest. Or maybe it's the expansion and contraction of the belly. Just let this steady rhythm guide you into the present. And I'd like you to imagine now that you are sitting somewhere very peaceful. Somewhere that feels like home to you. Somewhere where your body feels like it can completely settle. Maybe it's somewhere in nature. Maybe it's a comfy chair. But somewhere where you feel completely at home, totally relaxed. And now I want you to imagine that money starts approaching you. And it's not approaching you in the form of coins or notes or numbers or any pressure. It's just a presence. And you sense that this presence is warm and friendly, even familiar somehow. And start to let this sense of warmth and friendliness form a picture in your mind's eye, or maybe it's just a sense, a knowing what this money looks like, this being. Maybe it looks like someone you trust, or maybe it's even an animal. Maybe it's color or light or just an energy. There's absolutely no right or wrong here. Just allow yourself to notice your first impression. And begin to connect with the friendliness of money. It's almost as if whatever this being or energy looks like, it has the quality of smiling eyes. And you just let this presence sit beside you. Like a good friend or a trusty pet. Just feel how peaceful the energy is, how steady that is. And this is money as a friend. So it no longer represents any judgment or tension. There's no fear here. It's just companionship. And allow yourself to hear this friendly presence gently speak to you. And it's saying, I'm here to support you. I want to walk with you. I want to make your life easier, not harder. And just notice what happens in your body as you hear that. What is shifting? What is softening? Do you notice anything opening? And you can even imagine just gently placing your hand into theirs, or maybe just placing a hand into their energy. And again, you feel the warmth, you feel the steadiness, that connection, just holding the hand of a supportive presence and knowing that they want to love you, they want to support you. They actually want to have fun. So just allow that truth to come a bit closer to you. And now you have an opportunity to speak to money, this money friend. And you can repeat after me out loud or just in your mind, money, I'm open to our friendship. I'm open to receiving. I'm open to letting you support me. Money, I'm so sorry for the ways I misunderstood you in the past. I'm so excited to collaborate with you in new ways. I can't wait to build a new relationship. Thank you for supporting me. Let anything else you want to say to this friendly money presence just bubble to the surface. Communicate that now as feels good and right. As you prepare to release this friendly money energy, maybe you give the hand a little squeeze or maybe even a big old hug. And know that this energy can be with you whenever you're needing it. It's a constant companionship to support you in your life. So start to take a couple of nice deep breaths. Letting everything you've experienced in this meditation gently dissolve into your energy field, with gratitude to yourself for taking the time on this practice. And may the benefits of this practice ripple out to all those you come into contact with. You can start to bring a little bit of movement into your body. Maybe you want to wiggle the toes or the fingers, or gently rub the palms together. Maybe you roll the shoulders a little bit or stretch. And whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes.